In 3 years, I have transformed my skinny bird chest into an aesthetic chest that even girls are jealous of. It has helped me to gain the overall aesthetic physique, which has helped me attract multiple girls. And even guys. No, I'm just kidding about that one. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 steps that help me get rid of that skinny bird chest and get an aesthetic chest so you can get rid of your bird chest as well. So step number 1, what chest muscles exist and how to target them. So basically your chest is divided up into 3 different muscles. So first of all, we have the upper pec muscles. The upper pec muscles is the one that has the role of going from downwards to upwards. So basically some exercises that helps you to do this is, for example, basically an incline pressing movement. It could be an overhead pressing movement, or it could even be a chest fly from low to high. All of these exercises makes your arms go diagonally upwards, which basically stretches and contracts the upper pec muscles. Then we have the middle pec muscles. So the middle pec muscles is basically when we lie down, or we can also be standing straight, but that's where our arms just go directly forward in the same position as our middle chest height. So for example, for the upper chest muscles, we would need to have our arms upwards. So for our middle chest, we just need to have our arms in front of us. So it could be a cable chest fly, it could be a flat bench press, you know, because our arms is going directly over our middle pecs. So it could be exercises like these. Then we have the last pec muscle, which is the lower chest muscle. The lower chest muscle is basically that lovely chest part that makes you being able to grab like your chest. Like I don't know if you've ever had a friend who like have always had a really good chest, and you know you could kind of scoop your hand under and then you could make it bounce. So oh my god, I have the most ridiculously fun story to tell you about that one. So I've always basically been that guy. I've always had good chest muscles because I have put so much work into it. So basically there's something called after school. So after school is after the 9th grade, at least in my country, where I get like a paper of you have been graduated. Now it's time to move on, right? So on this after school, you basically live together with roomies or just one roommate. It depends on what you prefer, right? And basically you go to school there and then you live with all the 100 or 200 people that is on that school. And then you do all sorts of activities after school and you eat together all of the time, right? So you basically live together. And basically 2 of my best friends that I got on this after school, basically every single time that I took my shirt off when we were about to go to bed, I had 1 or 2 of my friends, they always went up to me and first they always gave the sign of looking suspicious at my chest. So they basically just all of a sudden, they were, for example, like I came into the room naked and they were like, oh hey Oliver, and then they were like, they made that kind of look with their eyes, right? And they just straight up came over to me and took the hand and they were just like, they just took my chest muscle, bounced it like that. It was the fucking most ridiculously fun move, and they just started over aggressively started like they've never touched a girl before. It was the most funny moments on the school. It was just a fun story that I want to share with you. So basically, where the fuck did I come from? So yeah, basically, if you develop the lower chest muscles, that's when you will get that sort of attractive, like bouncy look on your chest where it kind of pops out. So you have that kind of aesthetic look from the side view. And basically, how to train this is where your arms go downwards. So it's pretty simple, right? Lower, you have your arms on the lower end. If you want to target the middle chest, you have your arms in front of you in the middle. And for the upper chest, you just have your arms upwards, right? It's pretty simple. So basically this could be a chest fly from high to low. It could be a decline bench press, such things. If you feel like this is still too complicated, then I have the exact thing for you. I have a course where I have a workout completely made out for you so you can get this aesthetic body, especially that chest, which is probably stopping for you to grow. So if you want to know the exercises and workout plans, make me basically do all the work for you, then go down and check the top link in the description. All the details are there. So for step number 2 is stop doing bench presses. Like, I'm actually dead ass serious. I know all of the bodybuilders tell you to do the bench press, like the flat bench press, but the reason why I don't recommend doing the bench press is because it's basically a waste of time if you want to maximize to get the aesthetic V-taper physique, like that attractive physique that girls are so much into. And the reason for this is because if we train the middle chest, you don't really get that aesthetic and attractive chest, because what actually gives the aesthetic and attractive physique and chest is to actually grow mainly the upper part of the chest, because the upper part of the chest is what gives the fullness, and you can really see that, you know, your collarbone and all your skinny bones up here. It will look more full and it will look more masculine. Then of course the lower chest gives that nice shape under here, which is also for the aesthetics. That's why it's such a waste of time to do flat bench press if you want to maximize your attractiveness. And something that I also want you to think about is that if you do upper exercises for your upper chest and your lower chest, will you not be able to hit the middle chest? Obviously you do. It's not like you 100% only hit the upper chest if you do an incline pressing movement. You would still hit like 20% the middle chest, 10% the lower chest, and then 70% the upper chest. So you will still get some growth on the middle chest. It's not like it's gonna look like your chest goes upwards here, like outwards, and then your middle chest goes fucking inwards, and then your lower chest go outwards. It will still look fucking natural, right? So that's why I think it's a waste of time to do bench press. And I started to see so much more growth in my chest, especially the aesthetic growth, when I started to just focus on doing exercises for my upper and my lower chest. And now you may ask, like, well, why do I want to listen to this fucking cock who says that the bench press, like the king of all chest muscles, what people think you should be doing? The reason why is because my mom, literally, I had this experience actually today. I literally came out to the kitchen and I didn't have a shirt on. And my mom was like, "You have begun to grow in your chest so much. I think it's too big now. It's almost as big as mine." And I was like, fuck yeah, bro. My chest is as big as a woman's chest. I was like, fuck yeah. Sorry, bro. But like, so basically, I'm fucking credible. I have so much credibility in my fucking chest, bro. It's fucking big. It has so much volume, and bro, if I do this, I can fucking feel the chest muscles going up and down. So again, if you want to get that fucking chest, then go click the fucking top link in the description, bro. I will give you this fucking chest. So step number 3, you are having the wrong mindset when training chest. You probably think that the contraction is where you'll get the most chest gains. Actually, it's not. It's actually when you come to the lowering part and your chest is at the stretching position. That is actually where you make the most amount of the gains. That is where you feel the most, feel your chest muscles being worked the most. Actually, a lot of studies actually have shown that actually if you just do the lowering phase and have the stretch and not the contraction, you will literally make more or just as much gains than if you just get the contraction. So that's why the lowering phase is so important. That's why I have a thumb rule for you to remember now. Every single time that you do an exercise, especially for the chest, then I want you to think about going up as quickly as possible. So you try to get up the weight as quickly as possible, and then you lower the weight for 2 seconds. So it will look like this. Up as explosive, hold it for like half a second. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. That should be the rhythm. You should always have this rhythm. That is the perfect rhythm to have if you want to maximize your chest gains. It was as soon as I realized when I took a look at on my videos where I filmed myself, I recorded myself doing like bench press or fucking chest flies when I was younger, right? that's when I realized that I actually didn't focus that much on the stretching part. It was mostly just quickly letting it touch my chest and then up. That was all I thought, because I thought the more weight I do, the bigger my chest is going to be. And of course, there is some truth to this, that the stronger we get, the bigger our muscles, of course, will get. But actually, what gives us the most amount of gains is actually being able to control the weight we're doing and not let the weight control us. That's why it's so important to really focus on the lowering phase and really feel your chest getting stretched. Think about it, whenever your muscle is getting stretched, you're basically tearing your muscle apart. So think about that as a really positive thing. Don't be that kind of idiot who thinks like, okay, yeah, let's fucking do like a flying motion and then a pressing movement, because then we get the stretch. Don't be a fucking idiot, right? Like, don't fucking tear your shoulders apart. Do it till it's still comfortable and then go upwards. It shouldn't be painful. If you feel like it's painful, then just stop. As soon as it gets painful, stop and then go upwards. But just a good thumb rule is to control the weight 2 seconds downwards. That's the best that you can do. And of course, if you want more secrets like this, I have so many more secrets like this that you can know. Basically, I have secrets in my course on how to prevent injuries, for example. Like, think about how valuable that is, right? Imagine if you got an injury. That injury will probably make you incapable of doing a workout for 2 to 3 weeks. That's pretty realistic, right? Imagine how many gains you could make in 2 to 3 weeks. It's a lot of fucking gains that you could be making, right? So go down and click the fucking top link in the description if you want to make gains as quickly as possible. I did it in 3.5 years. I got these results. You will probably be able to get these results in like 1.5 years if you just buy my course. It's as simple as that. And the last thing that I want to say to cut off this video is that if you find this advice so valuable and my content valuable, then I will highly appreciate it if you will go down and click subscribe, because then I know that you actually enjoy this kind of content and you actually get some valuable advice from it. So it will really help me and yourself. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day, bro. Mwah.